I'm a star and you a star. Say it, mean it, you a star.
Okay, now I'm a star and you a star. Yeah. Okay, now I'm a star and you a star. I'm a star and you a star. Say it, mean it, you a star. Yeah. Okay, now I'm a star and you a star.
What's going on? I go by the name of M.Famous. M.Famous. The beginning of the letter M stands for my nickname, Man. Because when I was like a little youngin', my parents and my family mostly called me Man. They never really called me by my government name, which is Sherman. And pretty much I just took that name on. And when I was putting together the name, I went through so many names. I went through Little S, you know, because my dad's name is Big Sherman, so they used to call me Little S for Little Sherman. And then there was issues with people pronouncing my name, so they used to think it was Little Ass or Little West because I have braces in my mouth. So they used to be like, "Are you saying Little Ass or Little West?" I'm like, "No, Little S." And then like, okay. So I was like, you know what, I can't keep that name. Then I went to Young One, and I was like, you know, there's somebody else in the industry with the name Young One. And then I was like, Infamous. You know, I was asleep one night and it just popped in my head. And I went into my mom's room. I was like, Mom, I'm going to change my rap name. And I told her my name was going to be Infamous. And she got mad. She was like, boy, you better change that name. You better look it up in the dictionary what it stands for. So, you know, I would spell it out, I-N-F-A-M-O-U-S. And I looked at the definition, and it was like bad reputation, bad person, living a bad life. So I was like, you know, I'm going to be more creative, and I'm going to change it to the M.Famous, which is infamous in a different spelled way. And I just stuck with it for years, since I was 15. You know, I got a certain sound that most people don't have. I make my own beats, I write my own lyrics, so it's like, you know, when I think, I tend to think about the crowds that I'm trying to reach out to. So like, you know, I haven't traveled across the world, you know, but I know certain issues that we got going on around here, to the point that it's just like, yo, I gotta touch upon these issues because all these people in the industry rapping about one thing, which is money, cars, jewelry, females, having big houses, having hella stacks of cash. And it's like me, you know, I grew up in a neighborhood that didn't have that. So I gotta reach out to the people that don't have that and tell them, man, even though you don't have that, you can still try to get it this way, or this way. And if you don't believe in yourselves, you gotta believe in yourself, because if you don't, you ain't gonna make it in this world, because nobody else is gonna believe in you besides yourself. Entering the music industry, you know, from middle school and high school, like, I was always writing. People always told me I wouldn't amount to nothing. People always told me that my beats was whack, my lyrics was whack, I got nothing to talk about, I'm lying in my lyrics. And, you know, from there on, when I was in high school, like, I wanted to be popular. I wasn't popular. People didn't want to kick it around me. I was quiet. I was away from everybody. So the music thing, it came in with me having anger issues, pretty much. Like, I had anger problems, and I didn't like kicking it with people. I didn't like talking to people. And then when I would do my music, it was like, it was like, I don't know, it was like an enhancement for just to be chill, you know, and I could let all my feelings, whatever I'm feeling, on paper. And from there on, it's like, you know, I want to do this for the rest of my life. I feel like if I can touch the youth or touch anybody's life and make it better, I want to do that. I want to be the one that say, hey, I inspired this kid to become this person. I inspired this adult to be better on their kids because of this song, you know, and I just want to be an inspiration to the youth. So I just like, man, this music, this is my life. You know, if I don't have this music, man, I might as well just be locked up or, you know, dead. Just because this music is the only thing that calms me down besides being on stage or kicking it with my family or my girlfriend or my friends, you know. And when my mom passed away last year, that right there was like a turn, you know, and it just made my mind frame like, I don't care. I don't care no more. I don't care what people think about me. I don't care how people look at me. I'm doing this for my mom and myself. Like, you know, I'm not selling out. I'm not going to be dressed in a frog suit on the Disney Channel talking about, hey kids, do this, do that. Hey kids, do this, do that. When really I'm like this. This is who I am. I'm hood, but I'm laid back and I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? I'm smart, but I got something to offer. I'm not going to make tracks about, hey kids, go to school and smoke weed. And get all D's. I'm not gonna do that just because the record company wants you to do that. The record company will say this and then give you a bad image and give you a bad look. You know what I'm saying? So when I said never ever will I sell my soul and, you know, sign a contract and then sell myself, I'm not doing that. If I sign to a record company, the deal has to be right. That's probably the reason why I'm not signed to this day, because I'm very picky on who I want to work with and sign to and what contracts have been offered. I would say it was more for the kids and having confidence in y'all in the kids' selves, because a lot of kids get picked on nowadays. They get talked about, they get called ugly, and they don't have no confidence in themselves or even in life. So when I made that I'm a Star song, it was like, you know what, this right here, this song for the kids is going to be like every single morning you hear this, look in the mirror and tell yourself, you are a star. No matter what people say, you are a star. You shine in your own way. If one person can do a handstand and you can do a backflip, you shine in your own way. If one person can sing and you can rap, you shine in your own way. If you can write poetry and one person can't write poetry and can only play basketball, they shine in their own way. That's just like school. If one person can read a book but is bad in math, if you can read and one person is good at math, you still shine in your own way because you are a star. So I wanted to mainly give that message out to the youth and to the kids, because they need that. They need that because the music industry nowadays is not focused on that. They're not focused on telling kids you can do whatever you want if you put your mind into it. You are a star. You are shining.
Okay, now I'm a star and you a star. Yeah. Okay, now I'm a star and you a star. I'm a star and you a star. Say it mean that you a star. Yeah. Okay, now I'm a star and